Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my June favourite. I know it's a little overdue. It's just every time literally I was trying to like get into the mood to film, I just did not have the energy. There's been so much going on in the month of June. I'll be sure to tell you guys about that later. That's going to be a part of my random favourites, but literally there's been so much going on in the month of June. It was an amazing month. I did so much. Basically I travelled a lot and I think it just really took a toll on me. And I think because I am, you know, quite anemic, every day I'm just exhausted. Like literally I'm filming this at 5 PM because I was literally sleeping until about 11 AM. So yeah, I've been in this mood, which I've already told you guys, where sometimes I feel like if I just don't want to film a video, I just don't want to do something like, and I don't want to force something, I just won't do it because that's, you know, my state of mind. That's how I want to be in my life. Like I want to focus on the things that make me happy. I don't want to force content for you guys. I want my YouTube to be like a really 100% accurate depiction of how I am as a person, and I only want it to be videos that I 100% support. And I love doing favourites videos, so I figured let's do my favourites video because I really did love some great products throughout the month of June and I really wanted to share it with you guys. Before we get into that, if you're new to my channel, do not forget to subscribe. If you're already subscribed, click that notification bell so that you get a notification whenever I post a video, and leave a like or comment down below on anything that I speak about in this video. So we're about to get into this. Let's go. I'm gonna start off with a mascara because I feel like I just don't pay, you know, much mind to mascaras. I'm not really fussed about mascaras at all, but this is the Maybelline Colossal Big Shot Mascara. I wanted to try this out ages ago because Makeup Shayla and Manu MUA were in the kind of US advertisement for this mascara, and I think it's really important, obviously because I'm on YouTube, to support other people on this platform. So I was gonna try it out anyway, but my birthday was on June the 10th. I turned 23. 23. I'm gonna keep that going for as long as I possibly can. 45. Caught it. My cousin actually got this for me on my birthday and I was like, okay, let me try it. Literally I was running out of mascara anyway, so I figured perfect. Now I saw Jackie Aina talk about this mascara in her May favourites or June favourites, May favourites, and she said that this mascara basically was like when you have mascara for a few days and then it gets dry, and then when you put it on, it literally just like is amazing. This is that. This mascara is like so volumizing. It's what I use on my top lashes, my bottom lashes, what I've been using literally since June the 10th, since the day I got it, and today is July the 9th or the 10th. Today is July the 10th. It's literally what I've been using for exactly a month. It's one of those dry mascaras. I don't like mascaras that are too wet just because I like ones that make my lashes look a bit more thick, and I find that dry mascaras do this. If you guys like that type of formula, then this is the mascara for you. I wanted to shout out something that I've been using throughout the month of June. For some reason, I cannot find it. I literally think it's because I've been traveling so much. It's literally been in and out of my suitcases and I just have no idea where it could be. Basically, I have been using the Paula's Choice Vitamin C spots treatment, and I really like the way that it's helped like clear up any like sudden spots I've got or anything like that. I really like the way it's really helped to clear up hyperpigmentation on my skin. I did have a few spots just here, just underneath where I've got like my little like side part situation, middle part situation. And I had a spot that I actually popped, so I can't remember what it was. I do not pop my spots because that's how you get hyperpigmentation. I don't remember what it was, but for some reason I popped it and I don't realise how I did that. But I was panicking because I was like, it's gonna scar, like I was so pissed off. And I was basically using that spot treatment for about 2 months and it really did help to clear up the scars. I also had some spots that I was getting on my jawline there, which I've been told typically African women of colour do tend to get like acne just here. So I was like, okay, what can I do to tackle it? That spot treatment really helped me not only to actually clear up the spots, but also to target the hyperpigmentation that maybe came as a result after the spots. So wanted to shout that guy out. Next up, let's talk about a foundation. This is a foundation I've actually got on my face now. I've been using for the past month. I love. This is the Wet n Wild Photofocus foundation. I'm in the shade Espresso. In foundation lines, anything called like chestnut espresso is typically the shade that I am. I had to kind of just shade match this over the internet because obviously they don't have it available in UK stores. Even when I visited New York, I couldn't find it in stores at all. But luckily this is a good match. I think I did quite a good job actually. Could have been worse. but I have been wearing this for literally the past 3 weeks and I'm obsessed with this foundation. From the very first day I used this foundation, I was obsessed with it. It's one of those foundations that as soon as you put it on your skin, it makes your skin and your base look so flawless. It kind of sets itself literally as soon as you put it on. It's got a really perfect applicator. It's a little bit messy, I would say, but it has the perfect applicator. Obviously I would prefer a pump, but sometimes with pumps you can sometimes pump too much out, and I pump my foundation onto a palette, and sometimes I don't like to just see it there on my palette, so I have to like clean it all the time. But with this, you literally just swipe onto your face and then you just blend it out. I wanted to shout this guy out because this is one of the best formulas, hands down, that I've tried for a foundation in a very long time, and the fact that the product is so affordable is also a great plus. Grab this foundation, guys, if you've not tried it, because I know that a lot of people on YouTube love this foundation, me included now. We're gonna talk about some highlighters because, you know, I'm actually wearing the Kylie and the Ultra Glow, the box highlights. This is the one Fiji. I really wanted Tahiti as well, but they just sell out and can't get them. On camera, definitely looks quite yellow. I could do that being a bit more warm, but I do definitely like it. I'm gonna definitely grab Tahiti, so in the future I can just mix them together. But this is actually another Wet n Wild product. I didn't even realize that. This is the Wet n Wild Megaglow highlighting powder in the shade Precious Petals. It actually really does remind me of this highlight. I would say Precious Petals is a tiny bit warmer. So if you are maybe looking for a dupe for the Kylie highlighters, now I've been dying to get my hands on these highlighters forever since they came out last year. They were so hard to get your hands on because they're $3. I would imagine everybody and their mama was wanting to get their hands on this. Before I went to New York, I bought Precious Petals on Amazon, and then when I went to Dwayne Reed in New York, I actually grabbed a backup of Precious Petals, and then I grabbed Crown of My Canopy as well. I have also been loving Crown of My Canopy, but I've literally worn it like once or twice this month. Even though I really like the way it looked, I just couldn't justify putting it in the favourites because I feel like that was cheating in a way. But Precious Petals is absolutely stunning. In the pan, I did think it looked a little light, like definitely if you look at it on my finger, it looks like it's going to be a pink highlight, but when you have it on your hand, no, not on your hand, when you have it on your face and when you blend it out, it's this like gorgeous gold highlight. Another highlight, this is from Jouer. Jouer is slowly but surely becoming one of my favorite go-to brands. Whenever they release stuff, I grab it. This is one of the Skinny Dip collection highlighters. I keep it in the box because I just think it's so stunning. I think they really did a great job. It's just their typical Jouer packaging, but I think with the box they give a little bit extra. This is the highlighter, of course, in the shade Skinny Dip. It actually looks quite similar to the Wet n Wild one in the pan. I will show you guys for comparison. They definitely look a lot more gold on screen, whereas in real life they definitely are a lot more pink. This one I would say is definitely more of a deep gold as opposed to this one. So if you are a tiny bit darker in complexion, you might gravitate towards this one as opposed to this one. But Skinny Dip has just been like, oh, as soon as I got it, I wore it for 2 weeks straight, literally. The day I got it, I put it on, and then for the next like 2 or 3 weeks, I did not wear any other highlighter. I love the formula of these guys. It's so smooth to the touch when you put your finger in, and look how much I got. Like, look at that pigmentation. Swatched, you can definitely see that they are similar. This one definitely does look a bit more pink on my hand, and this one does look a bit more gold. In real life, when you actually apply it to your face, you can see I've smudged it out there. It's a gold with like a very, very, very tiny pink undertone, which I've just been loving for the month of June. Now I'm going to shout out a powder. This is the Dermablend Professional Loose Setting Powder. I actually grabbed this in New York when I was there. If you haven't seen my last beauty haul, I will link it up here. For the whole month I was wearing the powder and I was like, I don't know, do I like this powder? Like, do I love it? Is it extraordinary? One day I actually attempted making like my under eyes and like my highlighting parts of my face with this powder, because for me, with a translucent powder on darker skin, that is the ultimate test. Like, if I set my under eyes and my forehead and my chin with this powder and it doesn't look crazy, then it's a powder that I love. I have to say, when I did set my under eyes, it did look a tiny bit light, but it didn't crease. It looked flawless. It definitely looked really nice. I would say if you're going to take flash photography with this and you're a tiny bit darker, it might look a little bit crazy. Obviously I was just going to work, so it wasn't like that crazy. I went to Ibiza last month and I wore this powder every day that I wore makeup. I did not sweat my makeup off. My makeup stayed off all night. Like in Ibiza you literally go out at like 1, 2, so like when we get home at like 4 or 5, my makeup was still on, and I really attribute this powder for helping, you know, me stay fly in the summer sun. Gonna shout out a skincare product. This is the Tony Moly Egg Pore Blackhead Steam Balm. I actually was meant to mention this in my May favourites and forgot. This is basically, well, it's called a Blackhead Steam Balm. I'll show you guys this in this little egg container. It's just a like self-heating mask. It literally heats up for like 10 seconds and then you just keep it on your face for a little bit and then you wash it off. The reason I wanted to shout this guy out is because when you use it, it just feels like it's giving your face a really deep clean. I don't really have a lot of issues with pores, but since using this, I think that my skin looks very nice. I wanted to shout it out for you guys that do have problems with pores. Perhaps try it. This might be your savior, because after I wash my skin, it just feels so fresh and so clean. I'm gonna shout out an eyeshadow that I have been loving this month. It's actually what I've got on my eyes just here. I've got this little cute little Colourpop palette that I've put all my shadows in. I've actually got two because I've got a lot of Colourpop shadows. This is one of their single shadows in the shade Stay Golden. Now I have been loving this shadow in the month of June and only realised really today when I was pulling stuff that I actually loved this shadow in the month of June. It's actually the shadow that I've got on my eyes today, and I actually wore a look this month that like when I posted it on Snapchat, everybody was going crazy, literally. I just think it's such a gorgeous pink like raspberry shade. Can we just take in that pigmentation? Like, huh? Like, can we just? This is such a beautiful colour. When I needed like a dark pink or purple to just put in the crease to accompany a look, this is what I gravitate to literally for like the past 2 months. This shade is stunning and it just complements my collection so well. I think it's a really great buttery pigmented shade and you get so much colour payoff when you use it. I would absolutely recommend that you guys grab Stay Golden. I just think colours like that are so beautiful, especially when it comes to summertime. Like, I have something like that just popped in your crease. We're gonna shout out some brushes. So this is the Morphe R2. For the past 2 months, I have been using nothing but this to do my bronzer. I just love this brush. I remember seeing Jaclyn Hill in a Get Ready With Me shout out this brush, and she was using it, and just the look of it alone was enough to entice me to grab it. This is the one that I normally use, the M27. It's white, so it's a tiny bit just harder to wash. So I prefer this one because when you wash it, it just looks cleaner and like fresh. I definitely do love both. They definitely have a similar shape, although this one's a bit bigger. But for applying like my bronzer, and then I've been doing like a little forehead like strobe situation there, and this brush has been the MVP. Thank you. Gonna shout out another one of Morphe brushes. This is the Morphe R31. I think I grabbed this as per either Jaclyn or Manny's recommendation. I don't know why Morphe's having so much drama these days. Like, I don't know why people can't believe that they actually make a decent product. It's not as though they're charging you $100 for a brush and their product sucks. Like, brushes like these, I think I bought it for like £6 or £7, and like, it's an amazing product. I think people just look for excuses to hate, and people can never believe when there's something like that's affordable that people actually love and that a lot of people are talking about. But take it from me, I really like Morphe brushes product. I've never had not one product with one brush, one eyeshadow, not nothing, except, do you know what, their concealer and then their setting powder. In terms of like actual face makeup, yeah. I wanted to shout this brush out because I just feel that the shape of it is perfect for putting your highlights on. What I literally do when I'm working with my highlight is literally just dab this on the top of the highlight, and then I'll work this in one point, concentrate the powder there, and then just slowly blend it out. I actually didn't use this today. I used another Morphe, like, you know, the white one. Like for the past month as well. This is a brush that I've just been loving. It was what I was using to do my highlight every single day. Again, like I said, I just love that you can concentrate the powder in one area, then because of the shape you can kind of just blend it out and then just get like a really nice highlight going on. This is the R31. It's amazing. Now we're gonna go to Sigma. Sigma is the OG brand here on YouTube. The E40 brush from Sigma was one of the first high-end brushes that I ever bought, and I still have the same E40 that I bought. And because it's such a special brush to me and I just loved it and it introduced me to the world of blending, I also have the E40 in a rose gold version because it's a really special brush to me. I think, oh my god, no, I thought you could see it there. Let's put it right there so you guys can see it. There you go. This is the Sigma Blending E25. I also have this in a normal silver ferrule, and then I have it in a rose gold as well. I have just been loving this brush throughout the past like 2 or 3 weeks. I'm finding that with the bigger blending brushes, I'm losing control, especially when I'm using bright colours like this. So I find using something like an E25, building the colour in the crease, then building it up, and then using a bigger, cleaner brush to kind of blend out the crease has been working for me. And I just think this is such an OG brush and it's slept on. I know a lot of brands have crease brushes similar to this. I think I have brushes like from Morphe like this, brushes from Crown like this, I just think the Sigma E25 is the best brush for your outer crease. This is Balm. Last brush I'm going to shout out, this is a Lottie London brush. Oh, I actually don't know what it's called. I actually got this in an Ipsy bag, so I just wanted to shout it out. The reason I have been loving this is because now I have bad eyesight, right? So a part of having bad eyesight means I have to wear contacts, right? But I also am a drag queen and I like to wear a lot of makeup, right? So I will leave the house, I'll be beat to death, I'll get to work, blah blah blah, living my life, and then about 5-6 hours in, I'll look in the mirror only to see that I have makeup in my contacts. And everyone's like, don't you feel that? Don't you see that? And I'm like, no, I don't. I just figured it's probably from when I'm smoking out shadow on the lower crease. So I was like, oh my god, what can I do? So I've tried tons and tons and tons of brushes to blend out shadow. And then I figured, you know what, I have that Lottie London one and it's the perfect shape. And guys, when I use this, I get no makeup in my contacts whatsoever. No makeup. Like literally, it's got the perfect shape for you to just get in there. So obviously that the powder doesn't go all about. Because generally I use pencil brushes, and when you angle them down, because of the way that they're shaped, it's a bit awkward. But with this brush, you can literally coat the whole brush in shadow, and then you can literally just go in there, blend, move it about, and you will not get anything in your contacts. I don't think that's a problem that a lot of people have, but in case that is a problem that you do have, try this brush out. So now time for my random favourite. They're actually in some way combined. So on the one hand, my one random favourite was the month of June, purely because it was my birthday month. I turned 23 and I feel like I just did so much. I went to New York at the start and I was there with my friend Tiana for 5 days, and I went to Ibiza at the end. I was there with my friend Abigail for another 5 days. So it's safe to say that I've travelled a lot this month, which is probably why I'm not feeling too great. But another thing that I'm going to shout out is actually my passport, because without you it would be impossible. My passport has accompanied me on many a trip, and I just feel like in life you're meant to travel, you're meant to have great experiences, and I just love that I got to go to New York, my favourite city in the whole world, in my birthday month, and then I got to have a more like relaxing trip in Ibiza with my friend, which was just a really great fun time. So those two are my two favourites for this month. Now we're going to go in with music. So I've been watching Jake Paul, well not so much Jake Paul because I think he's not very nice, but I've been watching Logan Paul videos, especially since my sister's been home from summer. Literally any YouTube beef, any Logan Paul video we found, we're like, have you seen Logan's video? I love him, I think he's hilarious. He's so not someone I'd usually watch, but actually, random favourite, Logan Paul, I've been loving his videos, and Tessa Brooks, the whole of Team 10. Talking of Team 10.
It's every day, bro, with the Disney Channel flow. And I'm popping all these checks, got the brand new Rolex. Ohio's where I'm from, we chew them like it's gum.
But you know it's Nick.
Can we switch the language?
Lo único que quiero es dinero.
The competition shirt, yeah, I smell good. Is that your boy's cologne?
Is that your voice cologne?
Now on the other hand, I also love Alissa Violet, so it's quite contrasting. You know, like some music is like so shit, but it's like great at the same time. Like It's Everyday Bro has become one of those songs for me. Me and my sister literally ribbed on this song for weeks and weeks until eventually we started to listen to it every day. Like it's a ritual. We have to listen to It's Everyday Bro. Everyday Bro.
I just heard the song Team 10, now I hate y'all. Listen, it's the I don't like you.
So Logan Paul also put me onto this band called Why Don't We, who I'm just like, I love.
Girl, your Cadillac long division. Everything is difficult. I know I've been no one. Why don't we just love? Why don't we just love? Cause we wise enough to know that we don't know nothing at all. No playing, no faking, no games, no hesitation. My love, my love. When you dream, I hope that you will dream of me. I just need a little time to prove to you that I'm something different. Run away, run away, run away, run away, run away, run. I know you've been hurt before. Free fall inside your heart. Feel every single part. Last night was kinda blurry, but I made it. Drive fast like we Ferrari. Run it, run it. Tell me your name, everything about you. I wanna know. I'm listening, I'm listening. Tell me your way, tell me your way. What do I gotta do to lay it down with you, you, you? been missing, I've been crushing on you all night. And there is no one else that ever could be ready. We can feel free tonight. With you in my life like limelight. Wherever I go, I'm taking you. Whenever I call you my lifeline. If I leave love about 100 times a day, like it's not enough. Cause I got the curve bitches on the internet for you. Baby, it's my turn to flex on you.
I know you wanna see me naked, naked, naked. Cause I can do some things that I'm gon' do. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Promise I won't cry or spill milk. Why you bother me when you know you don't want me? Why you bother me when you know you got a woman? I regret it, you got the fetish. Baby, I know you was gonna catch feels with me.
Suck up for your love, I'm working your.
Just a little bit, just a little bit. I ain't been enough of petty dudes. I ain't been enough of shitty news. 3 years since I dated you. Why you still talking about me like we together? It's my man, it's your man, her, that's her man. Tell me you want me, yeah. I've been on the low key grinding, on the low key shining. Damn Gina, damn Gina.
So those are my beauty favorites, my random favorites, and then a lot of music favorites. I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this favorites video for this month. I know I've been super late on it, but hopefully you guys will forgive me because I've had so much going on. But hopefully I'll have another video for you guys next time this week. Just as a little disclaimer, if I don't have a video for any reason up on a Tuesday, which is my regular uploading day for the week, I'll have a video up on Friday. Those are just like my 2 days where I'll probably be free enough to get a video up for you guys. As always, if you guys have enjoyed any of my favorites during this month, leave a comment down below, give this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!